How's it feel to be favored in the game? First time in 33 games the Panthers have been favored.
It doesn't mean anything for Sunday. It doesn't. The score's going to start 0-0. We have to do everything we can throughout the week, put ourselves in the best situation to execute. We have a ton of respect for them. Really good team, really good players, play well. So we have to be at our best. That doesn't mean anything.
Not a typical Dallas team this season, but they still have a lot of pieces on defense. Micah Parsons being one of them that you got to be mindful of.
Yeah, again, we have a ton of respect for them. A lot of really good players. They play well. Just from watching the film, it's a good group. A good group of guys. Obviously, I spent my time watching the defense, and it's a good group of players. They play really well. They play hard. So again, for us, we know it's going to take everything for us to have the success we want to have. It's going to take team football. So we have to be at our best on Sunday.
Bryce, in those late game moments, you don't seem bothered by the situation, being down, time, being on the road. And I know that was a big facet of your game in college. Where does that come from?
It just comes from my faith. I trust in the Lord. I feel like everything's already written. However things are supposed to play out, they will. So I'm just there. Just trying to be at my best, but God decides those outcomes, and also just in faith in my teammates, the coaching staff, the guys around me. It's not just me; we're all out there, and I know the work that everyone puts in. I know my teammates on my coaching staff, and I have the utmost confidence in them in those situations. Obviously, last week didn't do enough to get it done. We all look in the mirror, but we've watched that. It's just now how we can build, how we can execute. But yeah, just complete confidence in people around me.
Bryce, your elusiveness in the pocket, especially the last 5 games, you chalk that. How much of that is just your confidence in yourself, but also the protection, all of it? Because we've seen you making more of those plays than we have in the past.
Yeah, it's definitely a group effort, just like you said. You think about running and it's the one person, but that's not the case. Obviously I'll always do my best to try to get through progressions, and then we talk about starting the second play a lot, in our room, and the O-line does a great job of just giving me those scramble lanes these last couple games. They did a great job in protection where I'm able to get through stuff and get to that, past that 2.7 that we always talk about. So really it's a team effort. Same thing in scramble drill. We talk about that a lot. The receivers, tight ends doing a great job, running backs of, moving with me and creating with me. So really it's a team effort.
Bryce, is part of that playing instead of just thinking? I mean, you come in as a rookie, there's a lot of thinking going on. Are you starting to, react and just play the game instead of things?
I think it's definitely, again, just being able to have time in the system, especially in, with this offensive system. We do a lot of things that, I've definitely felt more comfortable with just having more time with, and also just more time with the team. Again, obviously there are, before the season started, new faces and moving pieces, and just the more time we're able to go together, I'm super grateful for that. So, relying on that, the system, my teammates having more reps, being able to do that definitely helps.
Bryce, we've obviously seen how important Adam is to you on the field. What's he meant to you off the field over these last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, first off, great human being, believer, father, great person. When you just take the football away, and having someone like that in the locker room is always great. And then just the steadiness he brings, the professionalism that he brings on a day-to-day basis, and just that, again, he's been in so many situations, been in so many locker rooms, knows what it takes, been on every side of any play or any situation you could think of. So him having that perspective and being able to impart it on me, on all the other guys in the locker room, it's huge for us.
Bryce, kind of going back to your just the elusiveness and off-platform stuff for the past few weeks, we've heard talking heads, but also several of your teammates say, like, oh, that's Bama Bryce. In your mind, what is Bama Bryce?
I don't know. Whatever anyone thinks it is. I'm trying to be the best version of myself right now, and that's really all I think about.
Bryce, with that last drive, you guys had just got the penalty, pin inside your own 3-yard line, and the broadcast kind of caught you nodding and making a certain expression on your face right before that 30-yard bomb on third down. Can you kind of take us through your thoughts?
Just again, we talk about this a lot also in our room. Just as long as there's time and downs on the clock, we're comfortable. And just embodying that again. We had time, we had downs. And in those moments again, I trust in God. I trust in my teammates, and especially moments like that, it's where else would you rather be having a chance to go and try to win the game again? Obviously didn't get it done, and we have to do a better job at that. Again, me look in the mirror, we all look in the mirror. We as a team, we all own that. So didn't get it done, but. Those opportunities, those are big. Obviously, that's a big part of the league. There's so many close games, and it's an opportunity. So I think I look at it as that. We all look at it like that, and we're all comfortable in those situations.
Bryce, are you concerned with the number of low snaps that you received last week?
No.
We've seen Devin Tompkins kind of get a lot more snaps the last couple of weeks too. What have you learned about him since he's been here, and what does he provide for you?
Yeah, just a huge spark for us. Obviously, super explosive, works super hard, great dude to have around. You could just feel the energy that he brings. Practices super hard, attention to detail and walkthroughs, and just out there again. He just brings that spark, brings that energy, brings great juice for us. So it's definitely been great to have him around.
Bryce, Andy
Xavier
says
seems to
you
be a
guys-
guy who's pretty hard on himself after tough catches, him not making those catches. Have you talked to him? How do you kind of encourage him? Have you guys worked together after practice?
Yeah, X is someone who he's a competitor, which is something I respect so much from him. Just that he wants to be perfect. He wants to do everything. I think we all have that, and that's something that you love to see someone who cares. And that's something you could tell. He loves the game. He has he respects the game, works super hard, and we've definitely worked after practice and we worked on stuff. But we've been doing that the entire year. He's been asking for reps after practice since he got here. Since whatever the first time we were in group after he got drafted, he's been asking for extra reps. He's been asking for extra things. He's been wanting to get extra catches. That's been this whole time. So, again, a competitor. We all want to have success. We all want to make all the plays that come to us. I'm the exact same way. So I think more so than anything, it's just seeing someone who cares and someone who is going to put the work in. Again, for me, I always have the utmost confidence in him.
Bryce, Andy says you two got closer after his accident. But knowing how super competitive both of you guys are, and want to be on the field, explain how that works.
We're just brothers. we're brothers. Like that's genuinely that's my dog. Like outside of football, outside of anything, like we've had a ton of stuff, conversations that have nothing to do with football. Him, his wife, his entire family. I've been over there a lot. Just being able to, being able to again, football aside, just grow alongside him. Yeah, it's easy. Like we both are always rooting for each other in life. We're both always, we spend whatever we get here at meetings start at 8 and we leave at whatever time. Like it's a lot of hours you spend kind of right next to each other all day for this should be 2 years now. So it's easy. Again, I'm super grateful to be here with him. I've said that since I first got here. That definitely I think our relationship has only grown. And just because of that, it's fun just going to work, with a friend, no matter what the circumstances are.
What's the biggest thing you got from him watching him play?
The same thing from my entire time being here, just being able to try to pick his brain, just ask questions about how he sees things, how he works, how he operates. Again, I was doing the same thing regardless of the situation. So just as much as I can learn and hear his perspective on things, someone who's obviously played so many years and has so much knowledge, it's been super helpful.
We're finished with Joe and then Phil.
Bryce, your basketball skills, do they help you when you're like kind of out on the edge? Like I'm thinking of the play the other day where you kind of head faking.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if I can accurately answer that.
Why not?
I don't know how I could.
Does it feel natural, like at all, when you're doing it? Maybe like it's just repeated motion from your basketball stuff.
I mean, maybe. I've also played a solid amount of football throughout my life too, so it might be natural from that as well. But I wouldn't know.
And what's up with that tearaway shirt you had the other day?
Oh, it wasn't tearaway. He just ripped it from my arm. So yeah.
Bryce, I understand that you don't care if your favorite's underdogs or whatever, but I think it does speak to the respect that the Panthers are getting sort of around the league. How good does that make you feel that you're kind of returning this place a little bit? And and make you hungry to get to that next step?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, grateful for that. Again, we have a ton of respect for, I respect the game a lot. We all respect the game, respect the league and our opponents. And, we're grateful for that, for sure. But also, Coach talks about it all the time. We're intrinsically motivated. We worry about us and concern ourselves with us and want to be just our best version. So, I guess it is what it is. Again, a ton of respect for the league, but again, it's not going to do anything for us on Sunday. It's not something we've ever really reached for. We just want to control us, focus on us, and be our best version.